So why when it comes to the truth set you free, you gotta live according to the word of God? What? What? The truth set me free. The truth set you free. Then you're no longer in bondage to the truth. You can go live however you want to. That's what they taught the world to acknowledge about themselves. And that's what people are doing. People are living a life believing that the truth had them. They're not even aware that they telling people that the truth had me in bondage. And then the truth set me free. But see, the scriptures in the Bible say the truth will make you free. Now the word make and the word set is what they changed. They changed it to the truth will set you free, which that's the lie right there. But the original text say the truth will make you free. Why would the truth make you free? Because if you figure out who stole your motherfucking $50 or stole your motherfucking car, that's what the truth do. It allow you to start getting over it a little bit or and learning on what I need to do now that I know who got my shit. That's the truth making you free. Had you not got the truth in you, you wouldn't be made free from what's called your motherfucker. That you know it's a freedom that has come. Hello? Because couldn't shit get your mind off who the fuck stole your car until you found out who stole your car. Hello? That's the truth that make you free. Free from what? Stress? Free from what? Heartache? Free from what? Pain? Because there's things that can make you fucked up. And if the truth don't make you free from something, my mama, boy, I pray that God, that God will give me some type of way to move out of my mama's house. Boy, because I need to be free from the stress of this motherfucker. This is me at 14. But it was the truth that made me free. Thanks, meaning I kept telling myself I gotta get out of my mama's house. And it was that truth that made me free. Yeah, you gotta get out of there. It was the truth agreeing with me. Well, you better get out of your mama's house if you want any of this cocaine money. She gonna keep jacking your pockets. You come here every night with cocaine money in your pockets. She waiting at the door. Y'all let me know when Marco get in. Shit. That's the lick every night if I'm dumb enough to keep coming home. So guess what I do? I say, let me go ahead and stop coming here. And then I start seeing money. So it's a lot of places that you can't go no more that you used to go if you want to survive or have certain things. You feel me? And the hate levels, even from my mama, I learned this shit getting serious, you hear me? Like this zombie apocalypse, like the only people respect is the people begging for change. Because they give it to them. If I walked up and say, Mills, let me get $4, it would be like hell freezing. And everybody say, y'all, let's see hell freeze. More motherfuckers would be able to say, y'all see hell just freeze, than me to get $4 from a friend or a brother, whatever you want to consider yourself. Because right now, the zombies are taking over to the point where brother against brother, sister against sister, mother against mother, father against father. All these things are occurring, man, because ain't no real fellowship amongst men. And then I told them, I said, y'all know why men don't fellowship the right way? Because they have secrets either with a woman or with another man that hinder them from being honest with any man. You feel me? Like baby mamas sewing bondage to their mamas that they can't be no woman or no wife to no nigga. Cause soon they start pressing toward that way, that bitch, which is their mama, gonna start like a lumberjack sawing a motherfucking tree. This how the mama ass gonna be on her daughter on your ass. You hear me? So the daughter gonna display all this shit that the mama. Like the mama's like a lumberjack cutting a big ass oak in California, you hear me? A red oak. So if the mama is like that to her daughter and you dating the daughter, the shit that the daughter is saying to you, doing to you, talking to you, comes from a witch. Real motherfucking witch, bro. And the point I'm making about it is, is that if the mother of the girl you're dating is evil, she's teaching her daughter to be evil. The daughter ain't admitting that she's been evil. All you gotta do is be honest. Because somebody been evil to you before. So you use that same measurement system that you know is just, because when you decided that somebody was evil toward me that particular time, you know what it is when somebody been evil to me. So the females nowadays, they like Section 8, they like link cards, they like misusing children's Social Security checks, they like misusing children's child support checks, and some children are receiving benefits from some of the accolades that they received at school for their participation in science fairs, spelling bees. They get a lot of gift cards. Some kids being on honor roll and stuff like that, they are inheriting a lot of gift cards and different special accolades, you know what I'm saying, that when it comes to the particular mama that they have, a Section 8 link mother, the misuse of those funds and them accolades is not being atoned for. Meaning that there's no friend of the mother that will ever speak out against the mother misusing the child's Social Security check, or spending the link card at the weed man, meaning going to sell it to the Arab $60 in cash for $100 in stamps. Then she go to the Tray 5 man and get 2 Tray 5s for $25 a piece. That's $50, and she got $10 to buy some loose squares and some blunts. Hello? And then if she has a friend that will speak out about that against her, that friend says to herself, shit, I ain't finna mention to that motherfucking bitch about her doing that shit to her kids, shit. She know what the fuck she doing. And then if I do mention that shit, that bitch gonna be mad at me. I'm not even finna go through that shit with this bitch. And that's the point being made right there, how the woman is standing in the mirror looking at herself thinking she's so pretty and she's so honorable, and one of Mother's Day gift has not heard from me yet. Sweetheart, EBT, everybody trapping. That shit you got in mind, Mother's Day gift, being a good ass mom and stuff like that. See, a woman that loves Section 8 and that love Link and love misusing their children's Social Security checks and the child support checks that come from the father, and then the accolades that come from the honor roll students. Honor roll students get some gift cards and get some. Listen, if I participated in school all year long, and I'm in the honor society, and I'm in after school programs, I mean, goddamn, a school teacher, one of them at least gonna give you $10 to $12 or something on one of them days in school, just because you are so valuable to the future. Hello? When people know that you're valuable to the future, you have effects on them, and you have effects on your surroundings. Like, you got an aura to the point where it's auring, meaning like there's a shine to you, there's a gloss to you, there's a environment that comes from you. Like, people want to be in your environment. Within your surroundings is your environment, so people flock to you because you prosper. They know you're gonna prosper. And then the thing about what type of parent you got, you being robbed. You are a victim of robbery, meaning that you've been a victim of robbery all of your life. A victim stays a victim, because once a victim becomes a victim, there's another process that starts, meaning victimizing the victim. You understand what I'm saying? So after a victim been victimized for a while, and somebody continue to victimize the victim for a while, you no longer have a person. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You no longer have a person. You have a being, or not just a being, but you have an entity. And this entity is what people start desiring to want to put things into, like the child. They want to put things into the future. Like a school teacher started wanting to invest into the child because they looked at the child not as a being, but as an entity. And say, this child is destined for the future accomplishments of this world. Hello? And then the thing about it is when they steal the children from the father, they steal the children from the father for financial methods, meaning for financial purposes. The financial purposes why they'll steal the child from the father is because if a female knows that tax time is coming and she don't even have a baby, she learned from her friends that if you have a baby, you could go to your auntie, your sister, your cousin, your mama, your school teacher, or your father, or your uncle, or the plumber next door, which is your next door neighbor, or the pastor at the church or somebody, and the female that don't even have a child learn from all of these people that once you get a baby, once you have a baby, the state will allow you to file that baby for taxes during tax time, which is in February, and you can get this amount of money for filing the baby. So the female conditions her body prepared for pregnancy on her own accord. She prepares her body for pregnancy. It's not a godly act or nothing. It's a financial act. They say the root, the love of money is the root of all evil. So the love of money is the root of all evil. So a female decides to get pregnant. If you don't think that there's some females out here that just want to get pregnant so they can file a baby during the month of February, during tax time, my name ain't Hombre de Paulo. And that's stick man in Spanish. You hear me? Well, I'm just being honest with you. Like, some females had their first baby with the anticipation of filing that particular baby during tax time. Then, after having the baby, they made another decision that I'm gonna also get me a link card. Before they inform the father of what the baby, when the baby was born, what the baby's name is, that the baby has come home from the hospital, or that you should come to the hospital and see your new baby, or I went into labor. These are not the announcements that a female is motivated by Section 8, the filing of taxes for a child, and when it comes to link cards, you know, I'm not a person that know my multiplications, or I would say I know some of them, about 4 of them. And I'm 42 years old, I only know about 4 of my multiplications. By heart. That's what I'm saying, like really though, really. I ain't talking about the 1s and 2s. I'm talking about when it comes to the 3s, and that's it. We're gonna just stop at the 3s. Maybe the 5s, like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you can remember that. But if on guard, if you ask me one of them motherfuckers, I ain't gonna know about how I'm gonna be like, fuck them. But if you was to add up how much they give for the link card has become the mother in this new society of young people. If you ask them to add up how much do they give per child in Chicago, Illinois, and Inglewood, because in different areas of Illinois, based on the cost of living, they give a different amount when it comes to per child. So if you was to ask them how much do they give to a child in the urban area, Chicago, South Side, how much they give to that particular mother, that's what we're going to put on the list first to add that up. Then, if the mother was to file taxes for the particular child, how much would they give for that particular child? And some mothers got 2, 3 children, 4, 5 children, 6, 7 children. So if the female only has one child, put those figures of how much they're going to give up from filing the child during tax time. Then, when it comes to the Social Security check that the mother is going to misuse every month, never going to use it on the special needs of the child. Never. So add the Social Security check up also. Then when you add up the Social Security check, add up the child support check that's going to also get misused. Now, if you got all this rolled down on paper so far, now after the child support check, I want you to add up some of the accolades that some of the kids that's 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17, and 18 be getting in high school. Because if you talk to some of those teenagers, they would tell you like how many dollars and gift cards and all of that they received over the numerous years for being an honor roll participating in after school programs or whatever. The child, the teenager right now, will still remember, even if they grown or adult right now, they would still remember how much they was clocking. Now, once they gave it to their mother, or their mama, as they call them, mama, as they gave it to their mama, not mother, because if they was a mother, the woman would have a different approach to the well-being and providing for the children. That's a whole different story. But once they misuse all of these funds, then, and what about on kids' birthdays and stuff, when you have birthday parties, and then it's a lot of relatives and stuff, they give young kids 50, 75, 80, 90, 100. I just believe like the robbery of stealing from children, the robbery of taking from children, or let's use my famous word, the misuse of the children's funds, no matter what funds there be. EBT card, etc., birthday gifts, whatever it is. Children funds being misused, taken by the parent. That's what the problem is with the women in this society. They are affected by that alone. And because of that, that means that there's no accountability. Who will give females that don't know their multiplications, don't know subtraction, don't know division, high school dropouts, some of them grammar school dropouts, who will give them, did y'all add up everything that I said, put on the list? Who would give them that much money knowing that the parent is uneducated herself? And that's where the problem come in at. And everybody trapping without the children's link card. I see it now. I see that I can go out and provide a way, making a daily living for myself without having the mindset that I must misuse my children's EBT card. I must misuse my children's Social Security check. I must misuse my children's child support check from their daddy or from their uncle. You know, you never know what provisions a deceased father family could set up for his living child. Even with a lot of black fathers being dead, there are still family members that set up provision for those children from their deceased fathers, whether their deceased fathers had life insurance accounts, whether their deceased fathers were financially successful, whatever. But it's some children that is receiving those type of benevolences and things from their family members and stuff. But the mother is continually misusing those things, and there's no accountability. And what I say about that needs to be stopped. That and selling the children's EBT card to the Arab man, 6,400 dick and balls for 40 piece, that right there needs to be stopped. If you ask your baby mama for $40, she tell you no every time. But when she go to the Arab man to sell your children's link card, she tell the Arab man It is okay for you to get that free $40 that I refuse to give to my baby daddy under any circumstance as long as I live. That's the oath that them females take right there. And then keeping it 100, I don't suggest to any man alive to ever say keep it 100. I give you something to grow on. I tell them keep it 1,000. Because if you're a street nigga or been in the streets at all, you should already know the first goal of the money is get your first G. And if you can't remember when you got your first $1,000, you ain't even a street nigga. That's the first thing you need to realize, nigga. You need to know when you got your first $1,000. That's how you able to tell if a nigga could live with being wrong and right in life. If he remember when he got his first $1,000. That's all I got to say.